What's up, everybody? Welcome back. Day 2 of NHL 25 is in the books. Streamed for probably about 9 hours, but we cranked out a lot of stuff today. Let's get right into it. So today I started out in the morning with Wildcard. So Wildcard is one of the new events, replace Hut Rush. It worked out pretty good. I like it because it actually makes you want to face people rather than the computer. I'll walk you through it here really quick, but essentially what's going to happen is you are going to get a lineup. I'll just go to edit lines, but my thing's now overcapped. But what will end up happening is all these cards that are in green you will start with no matter what. They are locked. They are going to be on your team. You got them whether you want them or not. If you end up looking down as well, you'll see that I filled these people in. You can trade some people in for what they call a wild card. So what that ends up meaning is, let me have my face here. You can use up to 3 of your players. If you look, the wild card you see there's 3 check marks. That's because I have my own Madonna on there, Matt Boldy, and Mikhail Makar over here. The rest of these are just filler cards that they give you 4 choices, and you pick one of the 4 choices, and that will be your team. Once you set that up, you got to make sure you stay underneath that salary cap. So now there must have been an update through the day because I was underneath the salary cap. I think Madonna went from 3 to 4 mil. So now it's 19.7 mil, so I'm over. So I'd actually have to swap out Madonna for somebody else or find a way to drop down in the salary cap, essentially. But once you have your team set, you can line everything up just like your power plays, penalty kills, and such. Then what you will end up doing is you will go back and you will play your games. So there is a wild card climb. So what ends up happening is you're starting over on the far left with 0. Every time you face the compy on Superstar and win, it is 60 points. If you lose, you get half of that at 30 points. Now, keep in mind, as you work up, I would suggest playing people because if you win, you get 100 points. If you lose, it's 50 points. So essentially you play the computer to win to only get 10 more points than you losing. And it should climb to 2,000. And there's different packs and players and such that you can get through here, including another X Factor series pack. On top of that, you're going to get 2 of these 80 overall players. They're wild card players that you can use as well. The nice part about wild card is it's 1 3-minute period. If not, it's going to end up going into overtime. And then if not, it goes into a shootout. So either way, you are guaranteed a winner. Plus, at the same time, if you look above my noggin, there is additional XP you can earn, depending on if you get on a win streak or not. So that's just something to kind of look at. Then they have a leaderboard, like how many games they played to get their 2,000 points and all that fun stuff and jazz. Either way, they got their 2,000 points. So then we're going to pop back. Because once you have that completed, don't forget to take, I'm going to show you the one that I had. If you remember, you got a 84 wild card, which was a, you could use Caden, and there was a couple other options, but I picked him. You'll take Caden, or whatever 84 you had, and those 2 80s. You're going to make sure you go over to exchange. You're going to go into sets. You're going to go into wild card. And then you're going to take the 2 80s that you earned throughout it, the Dursey and the Lindell, plus your 84, trade them in, and you will get a 84 overall wildcard Wyatt Johnston. But the Wyatt Johnston card is actually pretty good. The nice part is you don't just trade this in, you actually get all 3 of your players back. So it's not like you trade the 3 in for 1, so it's definitely worth it. Make sure you get that 84 Wyatt Johnson. I'll show you his stats really quickly here. In the meantime, I finally was able to get in to do some Hut Rivals today. I'll start talking about this after I review this card, but essentially 6'2", buck 84. You're looking at 86 acceleration, 87 speed, 90 agility, medium 80s for his shooting, body checking ain't the great, but he does have silver make it snappy. So all in all, he is kind of holding down my first line as one of my only right-handed wingers that are like legitimately good. But yeah, we got a big uplift. I have 180,000 coins. I don't know what I want to do with them yet. If I want to get like McDavid or something like that. I'm still undecided on that. But we finally got into Rivals, and I was finally able to take a peek at the gameplay. And honestly, you'll do your your five initial games to see where you're going to end up placing. We end up getting into Division 3, and that was with a 4-1 record. The thing I have noticed is that you get a multiplier. So as you can see, once again, there's a division multiplier. So I'm Division 2 now, so it's 1.6 times the base XP that I earned from playing a Rivals game. What ended up happening was we started in Division 3. I believe that was 1.4. So every win you got, like, I would say I probably averaged maybe like 1,500. Now that I have a 1.6 multiplier, it's almost 2,000 XP for every win that I'm getting. Even in a loss, I'm getting over 1,000. So that's going to really help when you're looking at that early access path down in the bottom right. The biggest thing you need to keep in mind is the divisions are kind of stacked up the same way they have been in the past, and it just helps, especially when you're trying to get your XP pathways up and completed. But Rivals, I really like it. It runs extremely smooth. The gameplay is still the same. It's been nice actually facing people and everything like that. I really have no complaints. I think there's going to be some things that are going to get changed, but at the end of the day, I think it's going to come down to how well they work and they do the content every single week. Like, that's what I'm most excited to see how this goes. Because the only the only nag I have on Rivals right now is we don't get packs at the end of this. Everything we do goes towards this XP pathway, so I don't know if that's going to be good or bad depending on what the content is. Other than that, as we go back, if you remember yesterday, if you check out yesterday's video, I knocked out all the hut moments, so you can see some of the tips and tricks that I said from that video yesterday. Then we also knocked out Wildcard today, and we've knocked out about 16 games of Rivals. So that is the quick update for day number 2 in the books. If you guys want to keep up with the latest and greatest content, make sure to hit that subscribe button down below. Other than that, take care and have a wonderful rest of your Saturday or Sunday, depending on where you're at in the world watching this.